Hi, welcome to today's DIY. Today we have a special guest named Annarelle, and she's going to be teaching us about a do-it-yourself chicken necklace. Now this is a craze that's been taking off recently. Celebrities like Giselle and Kendall Jenner and Kylie Jenner and Kim Jenner and Bruce Jenner have all been wearing these. And Anna's going to teach us how to make our own chicken necklace. So welcome, Annarelle, to the show.
Thank you so much for having me. I actually just got done with an interview over at Martha's Monthly, which is Martha Stewart's monthly podcast, where she gives tips, inside tips on travel, beauty, inside trading, you know, the usual. So I'm happy to be here doing what I love.
It's an honor to have you here, coming from Martha.
Yeah, so. Exactly. No downgrade at all. Don't worry about that.
So what do you know? What's the deal with this
chicken necklace? Well, the chicken necklace, when I heard you wanted to make this, I was ecstatic. This was seen on New York Fashion Week, all over the runways, so this is definitely a trend that we are hopping on right as it's getting popular and before it's getting overpriced.
Right.
Brands like Marc Jacobs and Dolce & Gabbana, they're selling these things for thousands of dollars.
Oh, wow.
And so to be able to give our viewers the opportunity to make this for literally pocket change is something so dear to my heart. So I'm just going to give you guys a little spiel on what the main ingredients are. Most of these are optional. You can kind of do your own twist and twang on all these recipes and DIYs, but this is just what we chose and what we happen to have in the refrigerator at this time. So we're going to start off with the basics. You're going to need some dental floss. I got these the last time I was at the dentist. I had no cavities, in case you were wondering.
Now look at this right here. We've got our Market Pantry brand of tomato ketchup, which is a steal.
Yeah, that is Target generic brands. That is something we go for on this channel.
Just get a good look at the runniness of that. Screams economical.
It does. And I'm pretty sure this might be expired too.
Well, let's check the expiration.
And so if you are using expired products, no judgment there.
Well, because you're not actually consuming the necklace.
Just make sure there's no mold, because when that gets in contact with skin, like, that will lead to lawsuits, and I just don't want to be held responsible for that at this moment.
Well, that's just common sense right there. But save a penny, don't throw it away.
No, definitely don't.
You're adding value to it.
The next one, this is a little on the spicy side, so I'm actually very excited for this because it's not something I have personally made making this DIY before. It's the Kraft Sweet and Sour. I like to add this to my oatmeal in the morning. It adds a little twang, like, just wakes me up. Like, milk and brown sugar are overrated, so I just like add a little squirt. But we're using this. It adds different color and variety, so that is definitely something. It's the texture that you want to go for.
Now what?
Okay.
What is this?
I got
this
a little.
Is bold.
That is bold. That is
really
bold, and that's something that not many people are comfortable with doing. But because we are going for a dramatic look here, the minced garlic is definitely something you want to shoot for if you're wanting to stand out in a crowd.
Now is this going to double as like a fragrance as well?
Well, we are in the era of where, like, the vampire attraction is there.
Exactly.
So if you are on the lookout for that, that is something they're not into.
Yes,
so
anti-culture.
They are. So it is.
Over Twilight.
No, this is not a mainstream. No, if you are definitely going for that vibe, go for this.
I picked up these wings at Cub, like I said earlier, and they're all natural, and they're actually
Are they GMO free?
They are GMO free, and they
not.
are gluten free.
Okay, that's phenomenal, because we stand behind the gluten free trend, because honestly, like, you just don't need that in your body.
Yeah, or on your body.
Or on your body.
Can we just crack right into it?
Let's crack it. I can't wait.
Yeah. Do we just kind of go
And you can also go for the breast if you're into that.
Okay, I was wondering when I was shopping, so when we're wearing this necklace, I didn't know if it was going to be tacky or kind of doing too much if we have breast on breast. So the leg, I went with the legs that it would contrast a little bit, and I feel like it would dangle a little bit better.
No, definitely breast on breast is something that we are seeing. It's not as common, but it's definitely something that is doable. We're gonna take this beautiful chicken, and just like the texture of this is phenomenal. Like, just feel that.
Yeah. Can we give the viewers a feel of this?
Feel that. Just feel that. Right there. Okay, so we're gonna whip one out, and as you can see, this is actually a beautiful piece of chicken. This chicken is so cheap that the skin's peeling backwards on it. And so if you would have a high quality, which I know you wouldn't invest in Whole Foods because it's not in your budget at this time, which no judgment there, but I feel like if you would have gone to engineering, you would have been able to afford that.
And it does look a lot like my great-grandma's weenus right here.
No, it does. It does. Yes, it does. Okay, so we're going to take this cutting board. Remember, it's optional. You can use the cutting board or a person you're not necessarily that fond of to do this. And we're going to just pop it down. Oh my God. Okay, little chaotic here, a little spicy.
It's exciting.
It is. I'm like getting a little tingly. So we're just gonna give this a quick cut in half. Now, and I can tell your knives aren't that sharp either. Does that go along with your socioeconomic status right now, or is that just like a?
So will this one kind of be the centerpiece then?
It will.
This will be the one that hangs right here, and the others will dig.
So we're gonna like just give that a little. And as I'm doing this, do you want to kind of like prepare? And we like to prepare this by massaging.
Okay.
So can you just massage?
You just kind of get into it.
Yes. Yeah. Maybe
can we do one at a time?
Squeeze the blood out, and give it a lot of time.
And obviously uncooked.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Now, if you want to go for a chic and sophisticated, leave it raw. It's trendy. Leave it raw. But if you want to go for the kind of the grungy, almost goth look, fry it. And if you're being extra daring, you need to deep fry it. But that is not something that is.
Sorry, I kind of.
Okay, no, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, yeah, no. So now that we do have that, it's just time for my favorite part of the entire shebang is the decorating.
Yeah. Oh, that is nice.
That is very nice.
Looks like a chicken on a period, basically.
It does. Now we're going for an ombre effect. So we want it to be gradual because color blocking is not trendy anymore. So we don't want that where it's very divisive of the colors. We want them to blend and kind of go. So I would recommend with the finger. Take your middle finger.
Okay, and the middle finger, it's...
The middle finger. You for sure need the middle finger. And I would recommend a tapping.
Okay.
You definitely need to tap this one.
Can I just give that a little try?
Yes. Please be my guest.
So just
the middle finger.
Just kind of flick it like that.
No, you need to tap.
Yeah.
That's the next one. You got ahead of yourself. You got ahead of yourself.
Oh, that's very nice.
I actually did minor in this.
Okay.
Yes. Agriculture design.
I'm just kind of winging it here, if you know what I mean.
Okay, now to the next one. This is where it's really going to pull it together. So we're taking 2 fingers.
Oh, we're doing
2. Okay.
Would you like to do it at the same time?
Yes, yes. Okay. Take. Okay. And this is where we stroke.
Okay.
And this is just on the fat.
Okay. That's nice. Oh, that feels right.
It does. It does.
And then the chicken's actually warming up. With
so it almost is cooking. So at the point, if you do get hungry throughout the day, a nibble won't hurt you. Okay, and this is remember, this is where we're getting dramatic. Because there's 2 components of this. You've got the sauce and you've got the chunks.
And you can never have too much sauce.
You can never have too much sauce. That is my motto. I want that on my headstone. Never too much sauce. So we're actually going to roll it, but then splatter.
Oh.
Yes. So so it is a little vicious. So give it a roll. Actually, I want you to do it. Just give it a roll. It is a big.
Ooh.
Okay.
You can feel it just sucking up the flavor.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, and now this is where we're getting a little dramatic. You need to scoop it up, and you need to flick. And you need to use your whole back because this isn't just like a finger job, it's your entire body. And people get sore from that got my eye, but that's fine.
Sorry.
No, that is completely fine.
I apologize.
And garlic in the eye isn't necessarily something that feels good, so it's kind of throbbing right now, but we're just gonna fight through it. This is where your dental floss comes in handy, or you can use like hair, or doesn't matter where you get the hair, like whatever part of the body, but just
and how much are we gonna need approximately?
About half of this. So just give it a little tear. Make sure it's the exact middle of the dental floss. Kind of wrap it up and scoop it in. Give it a little twirl so it's secure in there. And then come back. This is not going anywhere after you do that. This is secure.
Okay. So.
Okay, we're gonna do that.
Yeah,
okay. I would maybe, if you want, even give it a tie, but we don't really need to do that at this point because I am confident in my ability.
Yeah.
Okay.
A little bit on the edge.
So.
Sometimes a wardrobe malfunction is the best thing for a career.
Exactly.
Okay, so are we double knotting this?
Definitely double knotting. This is not something you want to get away. We can't let this be the one that got away. Katy Perry already warned us about that one, so we're not going to make her mistake again. All right, so now this is where we kind of see our work come in action.
Okay, that's nice.
Look at this.
That is nice. Wow.
Look at this.
Wow. I can't. Oh.
That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
Yep.
Okay, that's fine. This does cause back knee. Just a forewarning.
Okay, but it's worth it for the fashion statement.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I have said even like chronic illnesses are worth it for the fashion statement.
Those extra likes on the Instagram pics.
Beauty hurts. So look at this. We're just going to position that. Look how they're even.
That is nice.
That is phenomenal.
Now, just for the sake of this, just to be extra bold, Let's put them all on there.
You want to put them on?
Let's put them all on there. If you want the simplistic look, we could keep it that way, but let's just be bold for the sake
I
of
appreciate
being bold.
that. No, I respect that to the fullest extent. Like, stopping at one is a very simplistic look. That's personally one I go for. But when you do want to be daring, be kind of edgy, maybe get a few extra likes on the Insta, like, I would recommend more than one. Now for this step, we're going to dangle it from the other necklaces.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like your chain hangs lower.
Yeah, and it wobbles to the flow.
Yeah. And you can tie it in a knot.
I wouldn't recommend a bow though.
Oh, I see what you did. I think I would never have thought of that. See, this is why I called you in.
Exactly.
I don't know if the camera can pick how low this is hanging, but this is a jibs chain right here, and it feels nice against my right abdomen.
No, for sure.
If there's any swelling,
yeah,
I'll take that.
That's
right
like
down.
it's like an on the go ice pack. And look at this texture of the cutting. It's like making it bleed. Love that.
I think that might be my neck actually dripping down because it is
Is
very
it?
tight.
Okay. Oh yeah, I do see that. I do see that. Okay. Now this is where you want to get someone involved because this is the fun part. So you're gonna take your condiment of your choice. And at first, be conservative with this, but as you get more comfortable, like don't be afraid to get a little wild, get a little crazy. There's no technique to this, just go for it. We just want to decorate this, add some color, add some texture. That is what this is all about. So, give it a little shake.
Just right on.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yeah.
It's okay if the floor gets a little bit dirty. We can
You only just make it evicted, but that's okay, remember.
And then at the same time, we're probably going to be wanting to do the barbecue.
And maybe splatter it on the surroundings too.
So it blends.
It blends. Yeah, so like give it a little...
Oh, that is nice. Yeah. It's the just been shot look.
Exactly, exactly.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can just kind of... Well, maybe start on top and just let it
Just let it
drizzle.
drip. Let it drip.
Oh, that smells delicious.
It does.
I don't know how I'm not
does.
going to eat this.
No, exactly. All right.
And that's the sweet and the sour.
It
just
is.
all the flavors together.
It is.
And maybe just
and
a
look at
pinch
that color it
that
makes.
is,
It's
wow.
like almost like an orangey pastel. That's phenomenal.
And this can be worn on any occasion. Too.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm getting married in this if you didn't know.
And then maybe just a pinch of garlic. You don't want to
Just
overdo the
just
garlic.
get a little flick.
Yep.
One little flick. Just a flick of the wrist.
Yep.
There it is. I just want you to give them a twirl because not only is it beautiful from the front, but just the effect that it gives like on your neck, like just kind of like digging in. Absolutely adore that.
I feel fabulous.
Do you?
Yeah,
Yes, I know. It just gives you that instant self-esteem boost. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of DIY with Anne and Luke. Hopefully I'll be back again soon. I do have an interview scheduled at the Helen Show.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Is the Helen Show similar to the Ellen Show, or just for blind people?
It's just the Helen Show, just for blind people. Next week we're probably looking for some earwax ornaments. On that note, we're gonna let you go. Thank you so much for tuning in.
I'm gonna go hit up the club.
Please do. And this is one of those things where you can do it multiple days at a time. You don't need to shower because you feel like it's getting stale. This will last you days. I went 3 weeks wearing it one time.
Oh, wow.
Constant. You just give a little squirt refresher every morning.
Thank you so much.
Of course. I work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So check out Anna on Anna Rel, and I'll see you next week for our next DIY.